what I have experienced in my life in terms of death threats is something that I watched other people go through, and since I had not experienced it, since I didn't live during Dr. King's time, and I didn't understand that. I thought it was a they thing. I never thought anybody would send a picture to me as a woman of my son's father's body in a body bag. I never thought that would happen to me. I just never imagined that it could get.
Wow.
Oh yeah, during the summer of 2020. I didn't know you didn't know that.
No.
Oh man, so in order to get access to the pictures of my deceased son's father, Jason Ryans, in his body bag, you got to be aligned with law enforcement somehow. You got to be, because first of all, his case has been sealed for a long time. He's been gone now 22 years. And at the 18, 19-year mark, pictures of him in a body bag just pop up at my house.
Good grief.
Where they say to me, it's you next, right? I never... In my mind, I had to sit for days with, have I put myself in a situation where now this is my reality?
Mm-hmm.
I thought I was just doing the right thing. But I found out in that moment that the right thing could get me killed. And then I had a situation where people were calling my son's school, trying to get him thrown out based upon... Yeah, I mean, they were like calling around using endowment money and other conversations to get him expelled from school.
Wow.
Yeah, like it gets real.
Yeah.
It gets real. And how do you pay to keep 24-hour security? Where do you get the money from for that? Right? I have family members that send money to me monthly to make sure that I have what I need so I'm not traveling by myself.
Yeah.
Like it gets that serious. And I think a lot of times people miss that because they've never dealt with it, just like I didn't understand it. Yeah. I didn't know. I thought you could just go out there and just say, fight the power, until I found out that every pump is somebody who's watching you, and that fist pump is making them more and more angry, and there are people who will actually take your life. When we were in Louisville, Kentucky, there was a helicopter, and this has been documented. Yeah. It was online. I took video of it as it happened to us. There was a helicopter that used to come to our home multiple times a day and just fly around, just fly around. So eventually we were like, okay, maybe it's the police department. We have a friend who went to do some research. She worked inside the system. She came back and said the police department they don't know anything about these drones, these helicopters. And one day I went out there, I made up my mind. I said, you know what I'm going to do? When a helicopter gets low, because they were getting so low, you could see their faces. So when the guy opened the door and was kind of hanging out of the helicopter, I took a picture of him, and the helicopter left and never came back. And I have it on my phone.
Ooh.
That's how we were living in Louisville. And meanwhile, people talking about, oh, y'all out there just you just want to be in the newspaper. Listen, if that's what the newspaper brings you, y'all can have that. Because that's real stuff when you can't sleep because you're not sure. There is a picture of the 4 co-chairs of Until Freedom on the sidewalk in the middle of the night because security woke us up and said there are people in the bushes and police cars circling this house and we don't know what's going on. And we decided we're not going to let them come up in here and kill us. They got to kill us on the curb.
I'm grateful you were covered.
Well, you came many times.
Yeah, but you didn't tell me about the bushes when I got there.
I didn't tell you about the bushes before you came on purpose.
Or the helicopter.
You might have said, I got my
around
own.
What we eating.
But you was wearing a vest.
Yes.
You were wearing a protection vest.
Yeah.
Because it was serious out there.
No, it was dead serious.